Hey, what's up everyone? In this video, I'm going to show you a new groundbreaking way to edit 3D models using AI prompts. All you have to do is to type in whatever you want to edit and then just wait and see the magic happens. So let's get into it. So what I'm using is a new feature of the Rodin Gen-2, which is called RodinEdit. For those of you not aware, Rodin is an AI platform that can turn any image into game-ready 3D models. And over the years, Rodin has evolved with more powerful generation capabilities and new features that make it easier to create 3D assets. And one of the new exciting features that's been recently released is the RodinEdit, which is described as the first 3D AI editing platform that lets you edit any 3D object by just simply typing prompts. So basically all you have to do is just to select a region of your models and just type in whatever you want to change and it will do the job for you. So for me, this sounds like it's gonna open up a new era for 3D modeling, just like the nano banana moment for 3D. But that really depends on how it's gonna work, so let's take a deeper look into it. Alright, so here we are in Rodin, and there are two ways that you can try the edit features. The first thing is you can click here to go to the standalone editing tool. So this one is ideal for your own 3D model. So for example, you already have a 3D model and you want to edit some part of it. So you're going to use this one and upload it to the platform and do the editing. And this will work for all kind of 3D models formats like OBJ, FBX, or GLB. And the other approach is you can edit the 3D models which were generated by Rodin. So let me give you a sample. So I'm going to generate this 3D characters by using a bunch of 2D images, and I'm going to show you how to edit the 3D models. So here we are, a 3D models which were generated by Rodin. Overall it's looked pretty good. And then let's hover on this redo button and it will show you these toggles and you can select modify. And the editing UI will appear. So from here you can select the region of the 3D models that you want to modify. And down here is a prompt that you can just type in whatever you want to change, or you can add things or remove things. But from my experience, I think change will be the perfect one because it's kind of cover the other things. So I want to change these pans. So I'm going to select the pan region of the models. So make sure to leave some rooms so that we can create a smooth transition between the new parts and the original parts. So let's try something like orange cargo pants and see how it's going to turn out. And before generating, it's going to give you a quick preview of the newly generated parts. So if you're happy with this, you can click confirm. So it will start generating, and the generation process is going to take a little bit longer, like 1 to 2 minutes. Alright, so here's the result. I think it's looking pretty good. Like the new part is pretty well integrated to the original models, and I don't see any signs of errors or any weird part at all. So now you can continue to edit by just click here and then select modified again. Let's try something a little bit bigger, like I'm going to change this sweater into something else. So let's try something a little bit more complex, like denim jacket over a white shirt. And then let's click generate, and here's we have the result, which looking pretty accurate. And then let's click confirm to start generating. So here we have the result, and again it's looking very nice. I like the details of the color and also the pockets look pretty sharp and spot on. So again we have another successful generation. So I'm going to try it one more time, and this time I'm going to modify the shoes. So let's change his shoe to a Nike Air Jordan 1 sneakers and click generate. And here we have the result, which is looking good. So let's just confirm to start generating. And for some reason that you don't like the results, you can always revert back to the original models by just click on modify and go to this partial redo tab. And from here you just need to select the region that you wish to revert and just click confirm. But I kind of like this shoe, so I'm going to keep it. So let's just cancel it. And then to finalize the model, you can have the option to break this into smaller parts by click on this bank to parts features, and will give you a preview in blueprint like this. And if you're happy with this, you can click generate to confirm, and it will cost you 0.5 credits. And after a few seconds, it's going to give you this result where it's break some of the essential part of the models out, and you can always click on any of these to break it even smaller. So I think it's going to be very useful for you to work on different material for different parts. And if you're happy with this, you can click confirm to finalize the 3D models. Alright, so after the generation process is complete, you can just move on to making the material for the 3D models. So you can see that the new product we just generated also comes with the materials like the denim jacket or the shoes. So all we have to do is just click here and we'll start generating the material. Alright, so after a few try and redo, I finally find something that I kind of happy with. It's look pretty decent. So now I'm going to click confirm this material. And one of the things that you should keep in mind when you work with AI is you're normally not going to get the best result after one take. You have to go through the process of redoing many times and adjust the setting until you get to the result that you are happy with. Alright, so when the material is completed, you can just click here to download everything. So here is the package that I just downloaded. So we have an OBJ file here. So let me just drag it in Cinema 4D to see how the quality is like. So let me turn this on. So the mask looking pretty good. And you can see that some of the part here is being seamlessly detached from the main object. So you can easily apply different material to it. So overall, I think the feature is working pretty well. I can totally see it becomes pretty handy when it comes to creating multiple variations for 3D models, or even just to fix some small detail to make it perfect. Either way, I would totally recommend you to try it out. So you can find my code under the video description to get a 14-day free trial. So this is the end of my video today. So I hope you find this one helpful. I will see you in the next one.